YouTube, it's Ashley Offset. Thank you for tuning in to another video. If you're new here, welcome. On this channel, I discuss some of my guitars and kind of the history of how I got them, what it feels like to play them, and sometimes I'll do a demo, although I often say I'm obviously no virtuoso, so don't expect a whole lot out of those demos, but I do want you to hear how things sound sometimes. The other thing that I would say is, if you see some kind of device right here, like a white patch looking thing, it's not like a nicotine patch or anything, or a vitamin patch. I have a high heart rate, I have a condition called POTS, and so I'm just wearing a Holter monitor so that they can see exactly what my heart's doing for a week. So nothing dramatic about it, everything's fine. I just have to wear this for a week so that they can see exactly what's going on. With that out of the way, last week I was out of town. I thank you for tuning into that video. Immediately after recording that video, I knew exactly which guitar I wanted to do next and kind of which song I wanted to focus on when I felt a lot better. Fortunately, I'm feeling a lot better. So without further ado, the guitar that I want to focus on this week is the Fender American Professional Stratocaster. This is not the Professional 2 Strat, this is the original American Professional. So let's go ahead and open the case up and we'll go over the features of the guitar. Okay, so what I didn't tell you before we opened the case was that this is actually the HSS Strat. So it's a fat Strat essentially. It has a humbucker in the bridge position and then 2 single coils. And what I also failed to mention was the limited edition rose gold color. You know, I'm a sucker for a limited edition anything. This one was exclusive to Guitar Center. Now, in the depths of the internet, I saw one single comment that said these were limited to 500 pieces for Guitar Center. Don't know how true that is, but I did want to throw it out there just in case there's some validity to it. I have no idea, to be honest, how limited this is, but they do no longer sell it. And what you might also notice, we'll go ahead and get all the obvious things out of the way. So the kind of unique color in the rose gold, the humbucker here, and then the all rose gold neck. So those are the things that kind of make this stand out from your average Strat. One extremely annoying thing to me is that every time before I pick a guitar up, I have to wash my hands. I feel like my hands excrete extra oils and stuff. I don't know, but my Rosewood fingerboards always end up looking so grungy and dingy, and so I'm just gonna go wash my hands and I'll be right back. Okay, so just going over some overall features of the guitar. It is a one-piece alder body. It does have your traditional 2-tone, 1 volume. With the volume, you do have a treble bleed circuit, and essentially what this does is it helps you maintain your high-end clarity as you decrease your volume. Okay, so let's talk about the pickups. In the bridge position, you have a Shawbucker humbucker, and then you have 2 single coil V-mod pickups in the neck in the middle. I believe Shaw also helped create these pickups, but basically they have a mix of Alnico pickups. So in your neck position, I believe it's a mix of Alnico 2s and 3s, and then in your middle position, it's a mix of Alnico 2s and 5s. Now, looking at this absolutely stunning neck, and we'll get close-ups of the front and the back too, but it is a deep C-shaped profile. And then on the front here, you have rosewood, of course. Also these tall, narrow frets, which are perfect for bending and just perfectly intonated chords. It all works together very well. And honestly, when you add all these features up, it just makes a very well-rounded and balanced guitar. But if I had to chalk it up to anything, like, why does this feel so special when I pick it up, or what's the deal with this one, I would chalk it up to this rosewood neck. The way that it's rolled, the deep C shape, the fact that it's all rosewood, all of those things combined. It has your traditional familiar 9.5-inch radius. It's just a very comfortable guitar. So let's go ahead and look at what comes in the case as case candy with this particular Strat. We have a pass certificate that was passed on 9/19/2018. I picked this up in 2020 or 2021, so I believe it sat in that Guitar Center for a hot minute. It was up really high, and so I don't think a lot of people played it. It definitely was almost due for a string change when we picked it up, so I do think it sat in there for quite a long time. As you can see, we have keys to the case here, and then you have this Fender bag that comes with it. We'll go ahead and open it up. I haven't looked at this stuff in a while, so you can look at this stuff along with me, and it'll be kind of like the first time. Here we have the tremolo arm. I rarely use it, but I have been looking for it, so good to know that I kept it where it needed to be. Also, while I'm looking at this, I just wanted to mention this is the push-in type tremolo arm, so not the screw-in type. Just wanted to mention that because I kind of prefer this style. We have some tools here. Just in full transparency, I don't do any modifications or anything myself yet to guitars. I I really want to learn how to change my own strings. I'm pretty sure I get the concept. I've watched a few instructional videos. I'm sure it's easy. I'm always just really afraid that I'm going to mess something up, and I would really like to get over that and start doing adjustments to my own guitars so that I don't have to rely on other people. Anyways, so here are those tools that maybe one day I'll actually use. And here we have a red Fender sticker, a really cool certificate of authenticity, and then warranty and registration info. Before we do anything else, I really want to talk about this case, because when these came out and they started including these with the American Strats, it was kind of mind-blowing to me because the quality is so amazing. Like, this is an epic case, and even bringing it downstairs here to record, my husband was like, dang, this is a nice case, and I was like, no, I know that. I did want to spend a minute talking about that. This is their deluxe molded ABS hardshell case. It has a military grade outer polyurethane shell. It has these TSA approved latches here, and it has a really ergonomic handle. You can tell that it is very sturdy. It kind of has like a rubberized outer coating, but it has some perforations and grip here. Just a really comfortable handle. And I'm gonna go ahead and lock this up so that I can stand it up so that you can see the feet that it has. They're kind of like reinforced, rubberized, giant feet here at the bottom. If you can see there and there. And we're gonna turn it around so you kind of get the overall vibe. It just really is the perfect case for protecting a guitar like this in virtually any scenario, although I do cringe at the thought of having to fly with this guitar. We'll go ahead and open it up one more time and I'll show you that plush interior, and then we'll move on to something else. All right, so as you can see, it's just really nicely molded for the guitar, padded, plush, you name it. This is a really, really nice case included with this guitar. At the time that I got this guitar, I think they retailed, again in 2020, for about $1,600. The American Professional 2s had already come out at the time that I picked this up. So out the door, I believe this was around $1,300. Super good deal to me for an American guitar, an American Professional at that. So what I want to do is go ahead and give you a demo of how this guitar sounds. I don't want the demo to be long or redundant, so we're really going to focus heavily on the Shawbucker. I will engage the neck and maybe the middle pickups, just to let you hear the stark difference that comes into play when you engage the Shawbucker. Remarks, the funny thing is I've had so many good things to say about this guitar, but the truth is there are times when this Strat is the last thing that I want to play. I'll sit there and look at it and say, oh, that was overrated, or like, that's my American guitar, because this is one of my only, if I'm thinking correctly, it's one of my 2 American-made guitars. I've often thought of selling it on Reverb. I've had it listed actually and had someone make a really nice offer that I accepted, and I regret to say I had to retract that and not sell it because we go back to the all rosewood neck, the rose gold color, This is the only guitar I have with the Shawbucker or humbucker in the bridge position, and even with my other humbucking guitars, the Shawbucker, to me, it has such a unique sound. And so what I'm trying to say is there are also days where I pick this up and it feels like home. The deep C-shaped neck and the rolled edges and the satin finish on the back just make it so comfortable. And so those attributes just make it so unique to me that why would I sell it? So I think selling it is off the table now, but I did play with that idea for a while. And with that being said, I think anyone who also has guitar acquisition syndrome can relate. You constantly want to turn over gear, and so you're selling to get the next thing and you forget how good that thing that you sold was. And I know a lot of us regret selling certain pieces, and I think that's kind of where it comes into play. So right now in my guitar journey, I'm trying to hold on to everything that I can. Taking this one off of the shelf and playing it again, just looking at it again with a fresh set of eyes to make this video has made me appreciate it that much more. And so yeah, in summary, that is this guitar. It's really special to me. I think it's a beautiful guitar. Not typically into pink, but this rose gold works very well. Well, with that being said, that's been my Fender American Professional Stratocaster HSS in the limited edition rose gold color. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope to see you in the next video.